After competitions, students receive feedback from judges, and how do you recommend they analyze and apply that feedback to the next category of competition or the next level?
It's funny, that part of the process is maybe one of the most valuable pieces of History Day. I'm not personally a really competitive person, so I don't necessarily love the competitive aspect of the program, and as a student it would probably frighten me away in a way. But what I think is valuable about it as a learning process is that you get the chance to do revisions, that you get the chance to make changes, and that you get the opportunity to really take that feedback in a loop and make improvements. Even at the college level in some ways, too often we give assignments like a paper that a student writes, they turn it in the week before the end of class, and they never rewrite it.
Yeah.
They rewrite in the process of making the paper, hopefully, but they don't necessarily get that feedback process at the end, and I think it's a valuable skill in terms of preparing for college, is the chance to take that feedback and use it.
Yeah.
So my biggest recommendation would be to step away as much as possible. Try to look at it as objectively as possible, because we all hate rewriting our own work,
Right.
redoing something that we felt good about the first time around.
Right.
And maybe take the comments that the judges provide in the feedback and break them down into smaller pieces, or break them down into groups. What has to do with organization, what has to do with depth of research, what has to do with the sources you used.
Okay.
And then I think often open up further discussion, because the judges have limited time to write those comments. If you then think about what you interpret it to be, or you sit down with a teacher, or sit down with your project mates, if you will, if you're working in a collaborative group, or sit down with your classmates who've worked on a different project, you can maybe discuss what the judges might have meant and kind of have a conversation that in and of itself might open up some new doors for you. So I think taking that core feedback and then expanding it and getting different people to give you interpretations or to give you further input on what that might mean.